Second and 10, climbs the pocket. Cutler, what a grab for the touchdown by Zach Miller. One hand, snatched it out of the air. Chicago leads.
What a catch. Cutler, watch Cutler drill this football. Oh, what a grab. Two back-to-back long, sustained drives by the Bears offense, and they use an array of different players.
Well, this offense can be dynamic. They were ranked just 15th in the NFL last season. They're better than that. Second and 7. Dalton, protection is there. Dalton to the end zone. A.J. Green going upstairs for the touchdown. Cincinnati strikes first in the jungle.
Now Dalton throws it perfectly to the 6'4" A.J. Green. Flowers goes at 5'9", no contest, but the footwork at the back of the end zone is perfect by A.J. Green. The snatch there, and then the toe tap for the score.
Can't do it any better.
Green is up.
With a second down and 5, Bortles. On the run, needs the 26. He's got his receiver. It was caught. It's a touchdown. Allen Hurns. And Jacksonville has taken the lead with 2:16 to go.
From Blake Bortles. Question is, does...
Elbow.
Oh, yeah, I think he's got that left shoulder down. That's a very nice call by the official. Look at the official. He is in perfect position to make this call. Wow, what a tremendous effort by Allen Hurns.
And Bortles, as you say, running to his left.
Well, he made that great throw.
Carr pumps once, going to go deep down the sideline, and it is caught. Oh, what a catch by Cooper. Bleedy Ray Wilson looked like he had a bead on the ball, and all of a sudden it wasn't there.
Carr sees that Cooper is one-on-one with Ray Wilson. Bleedy's in position to make the play. He just misses it, and Cooper's able to bring the ball right around his arm and secure the catch for the big first down.
Yeah, very conflicting. Doesn't make sense. Ho'o Manawanui in Hawaiian means to be patient. And we are whenever we say his name. What a catch! Brandon Cooks. Defenders that are in coverage. I mean, even Brandon Merriweather is able to, or actually Jaron Hosley's actually can drop off his coverage and add another defender, but it doesn't matter. Drew Brees drops it right over the top.
In the NFL, 3rd and 11. In a tough spot here for Dalton from the gun. Rolls up. Going to throw the run. Down the field has his man. It's Brandon Tate. Diving catch. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown.
He just gets on top of Marcus Peters. Right there, he falls down. They don't touch him. See, Peters doesn't touch him. Yeah, he's already up now, and then he dives in. What a presence of mind. Look, he's going to come here, stop, and then he goes right back down the field, and then watch the vision of Andy Dalton as he's scrambling. Eyes go up. Brandon Tate continues to work, and look at the arm. We said that Dalton had improved his accuracy on the long ball down the field. He works with Tom House in the offseason, and there's the hard work paying off. What a diving catch by Tate. He gets back up and then lunges in.
Manziel on the move, had to throw it. Is that caught inside the 25-yard line? My goodness, what a catch by Brian.
I was going to say his knees. Watch as he reaches back one-handed.
That's a terrific catch.
And is able to cradle it with his other arm.
Now the fans are wondering if it bounced. Did it?
Today. Now Palmer looking to that right sideline, and Michael Floyd, who's got a step reception made. Can he stay on his feet? He does. And they say he did not go out of bounds. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Floyd He's one of the best in the business. Hayden throughout the day. You see there, just on a 9 route, just a go route, that Carson Palmer throws a perfect ball. And Michael Floyd walks into the end zone. See if he stepped.
Nope, staying right there. And I'll tell you, you mentioned the big plays, Chris. That is his 16th touchdown in his 4+ season.
14-yard pass play to set up a 1st and 10. Just outside the 20. Hoyer has time. Throwing end zone. It is caught. Hopkins for the touchdown. Is it out of the air for 6?
Well, take a look at it and see if the feet stay in bounds. But look, great play, great catch. This is just man-to-man coverage, and they recognize it right away. Now watch, they'll get vertical, but then here's the throw to the outside, what we call a 50-50 ball. 50% chance that your receiver can get it, 50% chance it can be intercepted. But you have to at least trust Hopkins that he's going to come down with the ball in that situation. He's paid to do it, and boy, does he come through for his quarterback in his football.
Each team has used a timeout here, back to back, and it's a 3rd and 2, and they're going deep, and they're looking for Holmes. He beat Cromartie. Touchdown.
Derek Carr really throws a pretty deep ball, and I love the fact that he puts some air on this for a guy like Andre Holmes. A little bit of jostling there between Holmes and Cromartie, but you love receivers that have
Quarterback of that defense. 3rd and long. Carr taking a shot deep for Cooper. Cooper makes the play. 1st and goal, Raiders. A gain of 45. 7-yard line.
All Amari Cooper's going to do is run straight down the field. You're going to see the safety, which is Jimmy Wilson, coming over to the middle of the field. This ball should have been intercepted. Derek Carr thought there was nobody back there, but look at how big Amari Cooper is. Just goes up and out jumps Jimmy Wilson, who was in perfect position to make that play.
And Jimmy Wilson is starting today.
2nd and 7. Mariota going to loft it to the end zone. Caught. The penalty marker is thrown. Touchdown, Harry Douglas. I'll tell you what, Greg, that's one of the best catches I've seen all season. Harry Douglas.
Pass interference. Defense, number 31. That penalty's declined. The result of the play, touchdown.
Clearly hit before the football got there. Here at the bottom of the screen, you're going to see double move, gets off the line, but the ball floats because it's a wet ball. You have to shot put it out there. Nico Thorpe going up and making contact clearly before the ball gets there. Harry Douglas going up for the ball. He's getting knocked to the ground, is still able to come up with that catch. Still able to keep his feet in bounds, and then with a wet football, wet surface, getting the ball knocked away, he's able to hang on to it and finish the catch.
Smith opening it up, going for Macklin, who's got some space, got the ball down at the 3. He was taking advantage of Butler, who just got in the game for the Bills. A 37-yard.
The ball down the field to Jeremy Macklin. A better throw here probably gets it done in terms of a touchdown. Jeremy Macklin has to come back for that throw because it was poorly underthrown.
Center, the pass, far side. Marshall caught it. Touchdown.
Frame, here he is matched up one-on-one with Joe Hayden. Joe's 5'11". He's generally good with big physical receivers.
And thought he had the hops good enough to stick with Brandon Marshall.
It's funny, if we're going to talk about some of these NFC East teams as being in the hunt for a playoff, what about Tampa Bay?
Yeah, in the hunt, exactly, in the hunt of the NFC South.
Cousins again, great protection, and wide open. Streaking down the sideline to Deshaun Jackson. There is a penalty flag behind the line of scrimmage. And the one shot right at the line of time.
Right up at the top, there's Josh Norman. And he's got his hands in the face of Pierre Garçon. But Deshaun Jackson, all he did was take off and run right past the nickelback.
But Peterson is just rolling. Here's Rudolph with a catch. Slowed down, but touchdown.
but you will not see a better thrown ball than what he lays out there for Kyle Rudolph. Not bad coverage by Micah Hyde, but he puts it up his upfield shoulder, lays it beautifully over the top, and then Rudolph delivers and making the play. That's just an outstanding job by those two guys converting on a big play here for a touchdown.
More time. On the money. Crabtree. Oh, they couldn't bring him down. Touchdown.
Really great protection. That's the one thing that's really improved their protection. Carr's got plenty of time. He's just going to float this one over the linebacker right in the hands of Crabtree. Now he's got plenty of room. Some poor tackling. Crabtree not an easy guy to get on the ground.
3rd and 2. Palmer stepping up. He's going to go deep on 3rd and 2. And Floyd is there to make the catch. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
What a catch.
Coverage. Watkins is there with him, looking back. Somehow a little pushing and shoving going on, all incidental.
Unbelievable.
And now is
from the 17. Looking for Megatron, and it's a touchdown. Right over Sam Shields. Taking just seconds to strike off the takeaway.
Well, just what they wanted. Jim Caldwell, Calvin Johnson, we are going to throw this type of ball at you. How about the jump? Gets the left toe in.
Yeah, watch what he does to get that left foot down, holding on to the football.
Yeah, he got that other hand back on it. That would have been...
Look at him control it by the nose.
Sam Shields, great coverage. Right there, nothing you can do with the perfect throw and a 6'5" or 6'6" wide receiver who goes up and gets the...
Rivers going to go deep, wide open, has a man, complete. Malcolm Floyd to the 10, the 5, touchdown. And once again, Phillip Rivers ended up on his back.
Baltimore brought pressure, changing things up. Rivers just anticipates and gets rid of the ball. Kendrick Lewis, and he's the one chasing off the backside, takes a shot. It's always good when you respond by the crowd. When you're laying on the ground, you can tell by the response of the crowd what goes on. And Phillip knew once that was completed, he was taking it to the house. Good finish by Floyd.
Second time today, Rivers to Floyd for a touchdown.
Blunt already with 4 carries for 22 yards. Here's play action, and Brady across the middle has Gronkowski. Slips out of the tackle, and down the field he goes. Gronkowski to the end zone for the touchdown. 47-yard
ball. You're just going to see Gronkowski go right down the middle. Watch everybody near the line of scrimmage. And really, it's not man-to-man coverage, but just a good make Rashad Jones miss the tackle. And that's what people don't understand. Rob Gronkowski's so big, but so good in the open field.
For the Giants in this game. This is 3rd and 5, so medium distance. This is Randall. What a catch! One-handed and out of bounds near midfield. How about that from Ruben Randall? It's on Brandon Carr, too. Another great catch up this boundary, and Brandon Carr doesn't realize the ball's thrown. Back to the ball, can't locate it. But Ruben Randall, he's able to just haul that one in one-handed.
Butler comes over to Sammy Watkins' side. Taylor's rolling the other way, high tower in his face. Watkins, incredible grab. That's Watkins. 5-star grab.
That's why they traded up to get him, Mike.
And he hurt his shoulder.
Route by Sammy. Watch this one-handed grab.
So Taylor gets hit. And they look at Watkins on the sideline as well. Here's what happened with Taylor.
His right collarbone area, Mike. He's holding that right shoulder, right collarbone.
They've been penalized, the 3rd most the Ravens have this year. 2nd down and 9. Going deep and looking for Smith, and he's got the ball. Touchdown! What a catch! 34-yard strike. He beat Acker and stayed in.
A terrific throw. It's going to be a little double move, a little out and up. Acker's actually in good position there, but Steve Smith just goes up and makes an incredible grab. I think he's in there. I think his back hits the ground before he goes out of bounds with the football.
I think 2 cheeks equal 1 knee, huh?
I think you're right.
Shutting down some of the best receivers in football. An incredible story.
Luck going deep. He's got T.Y. Hilton wide open. Hilton cuts in. And he's going for the touchdown.
Sam, I think that's the old jinx. we're bragging on Delvin Breaux, and he has been outstanding all day long. You see him on the slot on T.Y. Hilton. Watch, their feet are going to get tangled. Delvin Breaux's going to go down. Andrew Luck hits him, and T.Y. Hilton goes the distance.
Career long for T.Y. Hilton.
2nd down and 8 from the 36. Stafford with time. One-on-one for Calvin Johnson. Lays out. Pulls it in. Touchdown Lions.
Touchdown in the end zone. Look at the extension.
Wow.